Guys, we're back in the garage. I know it's been a little while, but we've been collecting bits, as you can see. It is like Christmas in the garage. So, it's time for the bagger build to start. So I just wanted to go into a little bit about what we're gonna do, what the plan is with the bike. Not massively common in the UK. So run through some of the bits we've chosen, style we're going with. Yeah, let you guys all in on what's happening. There's still a load of stuff on the way. Still got things like seat to come, really cool seat to come. Can't wait for you guys to see that. Pipe, and some motor parts as well. So we'll go through those. Then we've got all the stuff that doesn't necessarily need parts, like the bag modification, cutting the fender, all the other bits we've got to do that will come later on. But yeah, for the minute, we are into the real foundations of the build. So handling, steering, all of those types of things. Let's go through it. So 2007 Road Glide, bought off a really good guy. So perfect base for a build, 6-speed, injection model with a better injection, non-ABS, which is good. So it's something else we haven't got to delete. Yeah, just a fairly honest, stockish Road Glide. We're gonna do performance, but more towards the stunt bagger build. I don't set the world on fire with any of the tricks or stuff I do burnouts and donuts and bits and bobs, the occasional little wheelie, but it's something I want to progress with. It's a really cool build. There's no one else doing it in the UK. Really big in the States, obviously. Any good foundation for any build, the place to start is brakes and suspension before you go chucking a load of power at anything or other performance mods. You've got your bases. Brakes and suspension is always a good place to start, as well as your controls and being able to feel comfortable on the bike. So for this build, we've gone over to the guys at Geezer Glide Engineering. Now, I have got to say, I'm not getting any support or help or anything with this. It's off my own back. I've done all my own research. I've gone to look at their stuff. I've had conversations with them. Andreas, the guy over at Geezer Glide, I've got to say, he's an absolute legend. I've been dealing with him from over here in the UK. He replies to all my emails really quickly. He was really helpful on the specs and what we wanted to do, understood where I wanted to go with the bike, and was just top notch, really. So like I said, we'll go into these bits in detail and show you them in a minute. But first of all, here we've got the cartridges. So we've gone with the Geezer Glide cartridges. Look like a really good cartridge, fully adjustable. Still in the bag, trying to keep the dust out of them. But as I said before, really nice cartridge. Got all your adjustment marks on them. Nice finish on the top caps. Good spring rate in them. You can order these with a heavy or a light spring, or a standard spring, shall I say. Went with the standard, had a conversation again with Andreas, told him what we're doing. He said the standards were fine. Also, the guys over at Jeremy, I believe it is, SBB Fab, the people my last pipe came from, he runs his setup, and I spoke to him about what I was going to be doing with the bike. And he said the standard spring rates front and rear would be absolutely fine. I'm not carrying a tour pack. I'll carry a passenger every now and again and load it up to go away, but I can crank the compression up and preload on those, so absolutely fine for what we're doing. Come with all the tools, which is really good. So you get a nice set of spanners as well in there, which is a nice touch. So it comes with all the tooling to be able to fit these. The only downside is they are adjustable internally, so you have to set them to your weight, drop them in the fork leg. Then if you wanted to adjust them again, you would have to unscrew them. You can unscrew them, slide the fork leg down into the lower, make your adjustment, slide it back up. So it can be done without fully stripping the fork, which is really, really handy. So you can sort of support the front end of the bike and drop one leg down at a time, vice versa, get them set if you wanted to add a bit more preload or take a bit out. So cartridges look really good. We've gone with the gold 49mm front tubes, +2, obviously get a little bit more height, get the ground clearance we want. that will complement the rear shocks, which we'll talk about in a minute. So we've gone for the gold tubes. These are bling. Sort of pre-assembled, got all your bits in the bottom ready to go. If you go +2, they'll come with a little adapter that you need to slide in when you slide in the top out spring for the +2s. If you run the normal standard lengths, you don't get this little adapter, but I'll show you that when we're building it up. We've then gone with the 49mm front lowers. Now, you know your lowers are good when they come in velvet bags. Yes, both the lowers have turned up in a velvet bag, which is a nice little touch. Real nice powder coat finish on them. We're going black, obviously we're fully chromed out at the moment. I think we're going to lose a little bit of the chrome, but keep some of it to accent the blonde engine. But I don't want to go full Space Marine build, Stormtrooper white and black, so we're going to keep some of the chrome, and the bike's changing colour anyway at a later date, but you're not going to know yet. So yeah, these are good. Powder coat, it's all been masked off where it needs to be masked off. Hidden axle as well, which is also really cool. And obviously all this 49mm stuff can only mean one thing, that we're 49mm converting the front end. Obviously these are 39 or 41 or whatever they are, sorry, 41 from factory, so there's a bit of slot, bit of play, bit of flex, so we're getting rid of that. So we've gone with the Giza Glide triple tree conversion, which again, really nice. It's a really good piece of machining. Now the only thing I will point out, which again the guys over there were great, when you do the front modification, and you'll see this when we come to do it, you haven't got a lot of room on the frame to the fork lock. You haven't got a lot of space between the bottom of these. So Giza Glide make their own bushes. I just get them out. Dang, it's packed so well. They make their own low profile bushes, tie bushes, and bolt. And they're super low profile. So that is like your bush bolt, really nice bit of machined recess, and the bush sits partially in that recess. These stop all your clearance issues, so I would recommend, if you go with this kit, to buy these with them. They're not much, if I'm honest. I think they're about $50 for these to be included. They will stop all your problems. You could run into issues where clearance bolt heads, so you don't want that. So yeah, go with those. All your fixings, so it comes with all hardware with it, so you haven't got to worry about any hardware. All your nuts, bolts, washers, everything come with them. I'm doing my best to lose one already, which not so good, but we'll put that in there. We know where that is. In terms of being a comprehensive kit, dust seals, your bushes, everything, retainer clips, your little white seals, your lower bushes, your washers, and seal, everything. Comes with everything. There's literally nothing needed, even the bolts for the bottom of the Vortex. So, trying to get ahead of the game, I ordered new head bearings. Lo and behold, it comes with neck bearings and dust shields, so didn't need to do that, but hey ho. So you've also got a fork lock plate. There's a bit of modification you have to do up there to get this to fit, bit of grinding, bit of cutting, and we'll show that later on. It comes again with all the hardware, and it comes with this little really trick brake T hiding bit, which is really nice, but I'm not sure whether that'll work with the hell thing, so that might just go on the wall somewhere. Yeah, nice bit of laser engraving by the looks of it on that, which looks good. Kit wise, if you just talk to them, send them an email, tell them what you want, they were brilliant. I said basically, look, 07, want to run a later bag of wheel, want to do this, want to do that, need everything. Everything was dealt with. So this is so comprehensive. I'll show you guys in a minute, but it comes with everything. If you haven't got any donor parts to start with, so you haven't got to find 49mm lowers or axles or bits and bobs, if you have none of it, everything's available in kits. They do various levels. If you've already got a 49mm and you want to upgrade to +2 tubes and cartridges, you can do that. So that's great. With the front end upgrade, we're going to a later bagger, the 19-inch front wheel. We've got 16 on there currently. Looks a bit ugly, but also gives us a bit more lift in the front end. A little bit better, a little bit lighter. Bigger brake rotors, so yeah, a big plus. Rear shocks come with mounts, nice billet aluminium mounts. I think they mount up and they hang out the back somewhere here. We're going to probably change the way they mount and put them a bit further in, because cutting the rear fender and cutting the bag about where this white line is, I've drawn with my finger in the dirt. There's no point having them hanging out the back if we're cutting all this off. It would completely be against the point of doing it. So we'll probably modify these slightly. So we'll go through the process of looking at that. But what can I say about these? They're really well built. I'm an engineer, as you know. Work with a lot of bespoke pieces. These are just well put together shocks. Lines are all braided, as you can see, with a nice black coating on them. Fully adjustable on the top, compression adjustable. Obviously your preload's adjustable. Yeah, really nice shock. Again, come with your tools. Different set to what come with the fronts. Slightly bigger C-spanner to be able to adjust these. That's always nice that it comes with all the tools relevant to do the job. I think that's quite a good touch. Some of the manufacturers don't come with bits like that. 14-inch, we've raised this 2 inches from stock, so this will be 2-inch raise from stock, which will match the front, so you keep all the geometry. I know the Triple Trees changed the overall length of the bike slightly, I believe. They changed the front angle, which helps as well with cornering, so they will complement them really well. So we're going for that. On to handling. This time, I know on the last bike I was thrashing through and through, and still repping the guys. There's nothing wrong. I absolutely love the thrashing stuff. I think it's amazing stuff. But one of the joys of doing these videos is to try other things and let people like you guys know how we feel. So I've gone with a completely different route this time. If I don't feel they're up standard or I don't feel that I like them, then I can change. But yeah, I think it's only fair to give some other companies a go. So I've gone with original Garage Moto 6.5-inch pullback chrome risers and their top cap. So the reason I didn't go down the usual thrashing route was they look really good and I want to give them a try. They've got a real nice milled recess for your cable routing to go down through. They're also 1/8", so they fit these bars. If I was to love the bars, not like the risers, let's say, I don't think the thrashing do 1/8" compatible risers, so I'd have to get a set milled out. So we're going to go with these. They look cool as well. The chrome's real nice, so we'll kind of keep a bit of chrome, as we said, going on. To be fair, they look really mint. They look really good. For you American viewers, mint means great. What else did we get? So we went with the ODI bars. Nice bend on these. They're not too swept back, which I like. They're more of a moto bar. I think they're like a 3-inch rise, maybe 2 3/4 rise. 1/8" in the center. It should be a real nice bar. I've kind of held them like you do and I had a feel, and they feel comfortable on my wrist. My wrists aren't too kinked around or too like this, so yeah, they should be really good, really help, because they are major cow horns on there at the moment. So slightly stiffer, slightly chunkier bars. Gone with the ODI podium bar. Again, they're a V-twin specific bar. They're 1/8", as I said, but down to 1" for all your controls and grips and other bits and bobs. We're going with Enforcer front wheel. Everyone knows the drill with this. It's what a lot of the guys do if they're not going for aftermarket front wheels. So it allows you to run the bigger, later model bagger Brembos for the time being until the new calipers come down the road. we're gonna keep those a secret for the minute, but I think you all know what way we're going with those. It's gonna be the boys at Hell. Hell braided lines, and this is the 1-inch master cylinder. So Hell originally only do 7/8 stuff. Obviously that leaves you with one manufacturer really, which is the Brembo RCS 19. I've been looked after by Hell for a lot of years with my car stuff in the past, with the current car. So really wanted to promote these guys, and it was something they wanted to break into. So we've gone, they've developed, this is a full redesign. They haven't just milled out a 7/8 master because the clearances in the cylinder then weren't correct and they weren't happy. So this is a full body redesign over to a 1-inch compatible body. The brake lever as well. As you know, we had the 3D printed one on the dyno to try. This is what you'd get stock, quite a bit longer. And the angle was a bit different. So that's been completely redesigned off of what I've sent the guys over. It fits around the Harley controls nicely. And then it becomes sort of same length really as an E-light, 2-finger. I like the whole 2-finger braking thing, and with the power this setup's going to give me braking, I'm not going to need to be hanging a full fist on that. So we've gone with Renthal grips this time. They're just normal motocross grips, so 7/8 bars grips, but they fit. Slid it already onto a 1-inch tube, throttle tube. They go on a little bit of force, a little bit there. They're on there, so I like a nice thin grip. So really happy they fit. So that's what we're going with there. And we've got a couple of rear frame covers in chrome. They didn't come with the bike. I'm not sure why. Probably just lost in the build. But they're to go on as well and just finish it all off. Hey! Didn't see you there. If you made it this far into the video, thanks. Yeah, we filmed that last year, and it's taken until now to edit. We've all got lives. We've all got very busy lives. So, yeah, lots changed. Bike's come on a huge amount. To be fair, it's nearly finished. I mean, they're never finished, but it's nearly finished. So, if you like this and you want to see more of the bike, it's over the next couple of weeks, the rest of the build series dropping. Some of the videos are pretty in-depth, so we've got things from like full suspension build up to chassis modification to cutting bodywork panels and bits and bobs. So that's all going to come out over the next couple of weeks in a build series. So stay tuned for that. Click the old notification thing and you'll get notifications on that. But also, if you watched all of the last videos or some of the last videos and the hot rod stuff's more your thing, don't dismay. Lots going on with this next year, or this year, sorry, shall we say. This year, it's 2025 now. So obviously over the winter, the car thing kind of died off, which is why the bike project came around. It was something for me to do and keep the ADHD mind going over the winter, which it's done marvellously. But yeah, lots planned for this in the new year. I've got a couple of things I'm going to film over the next few weeks, some modifications to the inside that we're going to do. Bits from me personally. Need to make it a little bit more comfortable to drive from an old man back going on. So some old style, maybe gasser type bucket seats possibly, or something to keep in theme with the build. So yeah, lots of hot rod. I don't know who Ron is, but apparently he's hot. Lots of hot rod content coming this year as well. So I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. That'd be amazing. Or just drop a comment, or just some interaction really helps with this. So yeah, really appreciate it. Stick around to watch some more automotive based antics. So yeah, cheers guys. Speak to you later. Bye.